Hey everybody, Jayborino here. Thanks for joining me today. We're starting the long journey of playing through and showcasing the 28 Maporino submissions that we received in 2019. 28 is so much more than I expected. Last year we received 20, and the year before that I think was 17, so a pretty big increase. I'm really excited to play through all of these. It's awesome to think about just the variety that we're going to see. I know some people utilize the maximum amount of time across the 2.5, 3 months that they had and put in a ton of work to make the best map that they wanted to see. And I know some people put something together in the last week. And honestly, that doesn't matter to me. Think of this contest as more of a celebration. So obviously, Deltron and I will be picking a winner based on our own judgment and a runner-up, and there will also be a community winner. So I wanted to make this intro to reiterate that we really want to see feedback from you all in the comments of each of the videos, just to see what you all had to say. I think that the creators themselves would also really appreciate that level of engagement. And at the end of it, we'll be posting a poll, so you all can pick, again, the community winner as well. So there'll be 3 winners at the end of the contest. And again, just to kind of wrap up the intro, I just want to say how appreciative and grateful I am. A huge thanks to all the people that decided to submit, all of the time, the energy, the discipline, the motivation that you put in to make these maps. And I'd like to hope that you had as much fun making it, if not more, than we will have playing them. Because I didn't want people putting something together for this contest out of an obligation. I just hope that it gave them a little bit of a push to get back into the fun of creating something that people can play and enjoy. So I'm looking forward to getting into all of these. Let's get into our first submission. The first map is Lost Probe 2, created by Alarak. You may recall that last year Lost Probe was first runner-up in the 2018 contest. The probe, now also High Lord over the Tal'Darim, is on a quest to eliminate his creator. In the original Lost Probe, we killed Alarak at the end, so I guess that does, by right, make us High Lord of the Tal'Darim. So Lost Probe is primarily a puzzle map, if I remember the first one correctly, and I assume this one is the same, as that's how Alarak has described it. Read tooltips and save often. Pause and think if you are pressured. All right. And just for everyone's information, I have randomized the submissions for the order that I will be playing and releasing them in. Though I'll put the list in the description so you can check out and keep track of my progress. Though the co-op submissions, we don't have scheduled days and when we'll be able to play those. So when we can play those, we'll sprinkle them in to the single player entries in terms of video release dates. So, why are we here again, High Lord? Do I really have to say this again? We are here to get rid of the traitor who altered my memory and left me to die in that temple after he made me too powerful. Anacreon? Yes, obviously. Obviously. Either way, let me get this over with. Yes, High Lord. I like how he's a red probe now, because he's the High Lord. He's got a little stalker attack, it looks like. Our life for the High Lord. Nice, can we gobble up the supplicants? We can, we get the soul absorption. Very fitting. Little cinematic here at the beginning, I guess, to just stress that we have that. Oh, what is this? It seems to be some kind of alarm. It is triggered on contact with unknown mechanical units. Alright, here we are. Probius/Probarak. Alarm and hints. If you find yourself stuck, you can type hint to get a small clue on what to do. That's nice because it's not an obligation, it's not intrusive. The hints don't just pop up and bother you, besides what we're reading right now. But you have the option to use the hints if you really need them, I suppose. And then you have an alarm has been set up around the ship. Any non-Kali mechanical unit that steps on it will trigger the alarm. So this is very particular. Non-Kali, so us, mechanical units. So again, literally us. And it says unit? So I wonder if we can build on top of them, because the buildings are mechanical, but they're not units. So in a way, that should work. Alright, so we just have to avoid the... Let's bump the game speed up. We just have to avoid the alarm things. Okay, we've proven our mettle. Got some resources. Let's see what Proberek can do, first of all. So, yeah, I remember you can gather resources here. Cannons and pylons. You need 115 total to make both, unless you can make cannons without pylons. No, that makes sense. Teleports the High Lord to a nearby location. After use, you cannot use it again until you use recall. So if I blink over here and I gather this, I like the speed at which he gathers, too. We gobble up those, just inhale the minerals. Recalls the High Lord to an allied unit or structure. After use, you cannot use it again until you use blink. So you have to use these back and forth. If the target is a structure, prioritize recalling on the east of the target. If the east is blocked, then it will prioritize north, south, west in that order. If the target is a unit, it prioritizes recalling on the south. If the south is blocked, then it will prioritize east, north, northwest in that order. If the High Lord is already close to being east or south of the target, it won't move. Okay, there must be some sort of positional puzzle related to this. So, in theory, I would have to build something. And let's test this out. And then we recall it, and we should end up to the right. We do. Okay, and that resets my blink cooldown, which lets me get over here. Kali Avengers. Those cowards are both cloaked and return after death. I see no point in killing them while the Dark Shrine isn't in ruins. Time to find it. Okay, let's gobble up those resources. Again, this blink recall mechanic is interesting. It kind of messes with my brain and thinking like, okay, I want to get over here, but I have to consider how to get back as well. So we can recall... Yeah, and see, we were close enough to the east side that we didn't even move. So let's blink here. I have to build another pylon. So let's try this out as well. We put the pylon here. We recall to it. It should move us over. Or maybe it's technically blocked. This counts as being blocked, and then we can blink over here, and we have some more resources. Okay, I wasn't sure where I was. I didn't even really look to where I was going. I just saw, like, there's an upraised platform. Let's go there. So if we recall over here, we should go right there. Yep. And if the east is blocked, then it'll put us there. Again, I'm going to mess around with this a little bit. So we blink. If we recall here, technically this is blocked, so it should put us to the top. Yes, okay, so east, north, south, west. And then, but if it's a unit, it's different. South, northwest. South, wait, no, it's southeast, northwest. Okay, it's just different. Pretty much to be confusing. Let's try to keep blink off of cooldown to start here. So we gotta use that in an order. That's interesting to get used to. Stasis wards. Anacreon has grown even more of a coward than I last saw him. Okay. Well, I guess we can just blink by these, right? Stasis wards have been detected in the area. If any units get close enough, it will explode and permanently put all nearby units into stasis. While in stasis, they cannot move nor attack. Units in stasis take damage over time. You can walk with any unit on the nearby beacons to trigger all stasis wards in the area, but don't stay close to them. Remember to save. Okay, so quick save. And basically it's saying it's instant loss if you walk into these. So we can hit this. It causes them to explode. Cool, got it. Oh, hello. Hello, my friends. High Lord, we have successfully entered the ship in several areas. We just await your arrival. So we can recall to these guys. We should go to the bottom, right? Yep. Can we blink through here? No, I can't blink through the barriers. Again, I want to keep blink off cooldown, so let's do it that way. High Lord, these photon cannons are in our way. We cannot aid you. How did he get back there in the first place? How do you even manage being such failures? So, maybe I could just warp in my own cannons fast enough to kill these, or we just avoid that and maybe figure out how to come back to it later. Okay, we have more stasis wards here. We can just blink by them. I mean, the thing is, we have to figure out how to get by these without... And then triggering them without getting our other units trapped. So what I can do is blink by them, lure the zealots, and then recall back. It'll trigger the stasis wards to kill them. It looks like he ran around his own stasis ward, which I think is what they're supposed to do, but, oh, uh-oh. So I think I'm permanent. I'm just dead. Like, there's nothing I can do about this if I understand correctly. There's no menu or tip button down here, so... maybe I'm incorrect in my understanding there, but from what I understand, if Probius, or Probarak, rather, gets hit by the stasis wards at all, you're just dead. So there's no point in even waiting. You're just going to lose. Just something to keep in mind, I suppose. So I'm going to do the same thing. We throw down our... I hit B instinctively, but I don't have to. The hotkey's right there. So we want to throw these as close to them as possible. Can't quite hit them, but I'm going to do the same thing where we blink and then recall. Okay, they were smarter than that. Blink. Recall. Okay, good. So they triggered both of them. I feel like that was closer than I'd like, but... Okay, and then we have more. I noticed there's a way to go down here, too. We'll figure out what we want to do with that in a bit. More zealots. Again, I think we just got to do the same thing. We have to figure out how to cause them to trigger the stasis wards without us being inside of the stasis wards. We got plenty of money, so this is fine. Again, that might be close enough. Yes, perfect. And then they trigger the wards. Can you hit that one? No. But we can just walk up with Probius, lure him around the edge. Those cannons can hit us over the wall. Probably not intentional, but also not that big of a deal. Okay, there's the beacon, which should trigger the remaining stasis wards. Ooh! Big minerals, baby. I want it. Let me at them. My eyes grow wide at the giant minerals. Okay, this looks horrifying. So, we have to be able to blink over here. I can send these guys over because they're not mechanical. Let's quick save just to test this. So what I can do is lure units with the supplicants and then kill them with the supplicants and Probarak. His rank is High Lord. This is a nice little touch. So what I can do is set up cannons back here and then lure units with the supplicants back here. If I don't have to spend money, though, I'm not going to. So let's figure out the best way to do this. This is a problem. And we just rotate out the supplicants. Probarak's doing his duty. Okay, good. That could have been better. These guys will get their shields back, though, and we can continue leeching. No, why did I do that? That was just total absent-mindedness. Let's see what ends up getting warped to us. Dragoon and Zealot. Should be fine, but let's just not trigger it again, eh? Alright. I feel like we're making decent progress through the map as well. How much damage do we do? Only 25. Not great. Oh, nope. That was close. I gotta figure out how to get these guys. Obviously, the more we can get, the better. So let's blink over here. No. Hold position. I don't think... There's not really a good way to do this. I think I need more supplicants, and I need a place where I can put down... Where I can put down cannons and lure these units to them. So let's do exactly that. I don't need a billion cannons, but I need enough that we can lure units over here. So again, we use the supplicants. And let's see, these units might leash as well, so we want to make sure that they follow us the whole way. 3 cannons should probably be enough, especially with Probarak backing them up. So a big thing with puzzle maps I see is, at least when I play puzzle maps, is trying to work through, like, what was the intended way to solve these puzzles. And a good way to design puzzle maps is say that there isn't necessarily only one intended way. There have to be ways to do it, right? And it's possible that players may find ways to do them that you didn't consider when you made the map, so that, you know, there may be intended and unintentional ways to complete puzzles, which I think is cool. So again, in this particular instance, should I be luring these units the way I am? I have no idea if this is... if this could be a way that Alarak considered or not. Let's see if this thing follows me the whole way. I assume this one... Yeah, that was probably a little too far away. So let's move up with all the supplicants. I also want to backtrack and see what's down there. So we've got some work to do. We found the edge, so we can get Probius over here. But again, there's really no good way to deal with those units besides simply auto-attacking. So I think let's move up with Probius. We can always warp back to our cannons back here. So the recall is not a concern. We just have to make sure that we keep... We have to, like, leapfrog over here. I can't fit buildings or anything down. I could build buildings without stepping on the alarms, I think. Let's quick save and try it. Yeah, okay. So again... It's hard for me to tell if that's intended or not. There's really no way to know. That doesn't block them, right? So yeah, let's see if we can get this Dragoon to come all the way down. Perfect. Okay. Might as well get these guys in here to help. Probius can help. Probarak can help. He's going to die, unfortunately, but that's... Oh, don't. Okay, we're fine. All right, we're good. And then we want to blink over here. Let's avoid the Archon entirely, and then we want to recall over here. We're leapfrogging. Perhaps I'll try the same... Oh, no, don't do that. Let's try the same thing. Again, let's quick save, because this is very delicate. Because, again, it's a puzzle map that can be pretty... I don't want to say unforgiving, but you could definitely get totally fucked if you're not careful. I think over here, actually, we can blink past these as long as we leave room for our damn it. As long as we leave room for our supplicants to get through, we're in good shape. All right, the alarm... It seems like more units actually showed up than last time. This is making me think that this probably isn't the way that I should be going through this. Now, I don't have any... I definitely have to reload because I don't have any supplicants, and they're crucial to be able to blink and leapfrog through this area. So, yeah, just being extra careful to not trigger the alarms. And, yeah, again, the nature of puzzle maps is going to require trial and error and reloading. Typically, again, on like a typical real-time strategy type map, I would not be too thrilled with constant reloads. But, again, for the nature of this map, okay, that placement will not work. Got it. I can destroy my own buildings if I have to as well. You know what would be nice is a quick recycle button. Or not even recycle, but just destroy. You know, being able to recycle and get resources back would change the entire economic idea of the map, I think. But again, being able to just destroy quickly so that we can get through. Because, like, once we drop this... Really? I'll keep trying. I feel like, I'm probably not doing this as anticipated. We could probably rush through it with the supplicants. All I need to do is get a supplicant to the end and then just recall to it. I don't have to leapfrog at all. There's just a lot. Oh, don't push Probarak into the alarms, please. What I really should do is just scout out where the exit is. Is there an exit? It looks like we want to get up there, which we have to get to this platform to do. See, there's a lot of units here. I think we shouldn't be killing all of these necessarily. What I could do is sacrifice one supplicant to sit on the ground. Well, then they'll all die, won't they? You know what I think I might do is backtrack and try going the other way first. They pushed him into the alarm. I mean, I think that's good. Probarak should have push priority, so it makes sense that he can be moved around by these other units if he is idle. I get that, but it's just my own fault. All right, so you stay back here. What if we try building down here? I only have to get over here, so I have to figure out how to kill the units up there, and then I can theoretically blink up there without losing all of my supplicants as well. So let's blink here and recall. And then these guys can just walk. Maybe if we can lure this thing all the way back, that would be cool. Also, is there a way to disable these alarms eventually? I also want to figure out how to get this. I'm really intrigued. No, come back! Please. I think we can kite this guy the whole way. He shouldn't reset as long as we keep attacking him. Alright. Keep coming, buddy. One more? No! Okay. That's alright. I was going to say, I already have these cannons here. I don't want to waste more resources, but... Another thing, too, is I have no idea, like, we have money, but am I going to need that money? Like, I could drop a ton of cannons to counter these cannons, but should I? I don't know. Alright, so... Okay, we've got another... alarm area. We're going to need... Well, we can lure this guy back to this cannon. What I like about these kind of maps, though, is trying to figure out goofy ways to do things and feeling rewarded for doing that. Again, just like doing things in odd ways. Alright, so if we warp to buildings, we're going to end up on the bottom of them. So we have to be careful, because if we put this here and then try to warp to this, this building, we'll end up in the alarm. So what I can do is put down 2 cannons here. And then if I blink here, for example, hold position, let's quick save. I see units. We want to lure these into the cannons that I've set up. But if I recall to the pylon, because every side is blocked, I should end up on the left, regardless of the order priority of things. And let's move these guys down here so that we can use soul absorption if necessary. Okay, so let's very gently try to just lure as much as we can through here. Uh-oh. Just blink. I guess we were considered close enough that it didn't work. Or, you know, it's because we blocked... I think we blocked it with the supplicants also. We got a recall here. Let's blink. The other issue is putting a pylon here. If I have to recall to it, I'm going to end up in the alarms as well. So if we blink here... If we can get a pylon right there, then recalling to it gives us a safe spot. But I can't blink because I have to recall. So, this is interesting. I understand now what the situation is. So I think what I do is we put a pylon like this, so that when we recall to it, we'll be out of the alarms. That frees up our blink cooldown to go... Well, no, we have to recall to it first. Oh, it's east. It's east. South is units. Okay, but I see what we can do. We put the pylon as far to the left as possible. Well, it doesn't really matter. As long as the right of the pylon is an open space, then we can recall to it. I don't even know where we're going or what the purpose of this is. There are resources down here, so I'm solid with that. Let's bring some of these units over here. Okay, let's do the same with the Archon and this Zealot as well, and then we recall up here. There we go, perfect. And then Probius up here can support the Archon. The nice thing about soul absorption also is that it's automatic, so I don't really even have to think about it. So if we come here and we put a pylon there, and then we quick save, and then let's try recalling to it. Okay, that does not set off the alarm. So if we blink here, let's go down here. If we collect the resource, if there's not a...
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, so this area is safe. So if we put a pylon here, and then warp to it or recall to it at some point. Well, now we're close enough that it doesn't matter, but if we were far enough away, it should put us there, which should be safe. So now we can blink here. We can pylon and cannon our way to the right in order to kill these remaining units. It's just resources. It's ultimately only resources. That's fine. I think I set this up correctly, so let's lure the Archon. And then recall here. And then hold... No! It's alright. We killed the Archon, which is all that matters. Then we blink here. And set the alarm off again, apparently. And then let's recall out of here. Okay, thank you, soul absorption. Okay, we're wasting money because we lost the cannons, and like in order to get back through here, we have to lay pylons down again in order to reset the recall. I could reload. I don't really want to though. I think Probius can kill one zealot. So let's recall here, blink here, which is going to require us to have to set up another pylon to recall to. Again, I'm confident that Proborak can kill this guy. He's got more health than he does shields. Thank you. Appreciate that. So recall here. Let's blink. Set up the pylon. Recall again. Blink. Harvest. I think what we spent has paid for it. So I don't know how. Honestly, I don't remember how many resources we had. Okay. Well, that ate all of our supplicants. Also, I might have to redo this. And I have to set up cannons here so that they're just out of range. I need these supplicants. That's the thing. Oh, wow, he just got absolutely smoked. You know what, that's fine, because I was going to redo this anyway. I'll make a quick cut, though, while I redo this, because I know how to get through that bottom section without losing, really, any. Okay, so yeah, getting through this when you know what to do and can intuit where you'll end up when you use recall is so much faster. That's what's kind of cool about, especially puzzle-type maps, is when you master something, a mechanic, and it feels more fluid, it's a lot more rewarding. Okay, so we've got this automatic hold position. That's another thing I kind of complained about, is I recalled and then he just automatically wandered into the alarms to attack the Archon. But there is this automatic hold position, which is nice to think about. So now I want to try to get as many of these guys out as possible. In order to do that, I think the obvious thing is to simply blink over there. I can make a cannon here to attack this one over the wall. Can it see me? No. Okay, good. I was considering trying this and then reloading if it didn't work. I don't know why it can't attack me in return, but I'll take it. This is fine. So what I can do is blink over here, take control of these guys and back them away, and then I can start making cannons to back them up, and then we attack through and kill them. Because I have no other way to get these guys out. We're bound to lose some of them. Stop, 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 stop. And now that we're back here, I can attack the... Nope, stop, stop. We're going to get you all out of here. Because I need you as fodder for a future period. Alright, so let's... Again, I'm really trying here. I need to set up cannons. Just one that can hit the pylons, but is not in range of the other cannons. But these guys they can't cram themselves in here. There we go, this should work. Would you stop it? Jesus. Those guys don't have automatic hold position. Okay, well, I'll see you in approximately 8 to 10 years once this finishes. Let's warp on over here. And then these guys are still alive. We've got a good amount of resources from this area down here. We will have a good amount of supplicants once we're through here. Very nice. Just to double check, I don't get resources for killing stuff, right? It's only harvesting. It's worth checking. No. Okay, so let's... Now we have to move back up here and figure out what the heck we're doing with this area. Because, again, keep in mind, Proborak, we can't go over the alarm tiles. We cleared out a lot of this already. It's just, where can we build cannons? I mean, the supplicants simply cannot take an Archon. They just can't. But I may be able to clear out this with supplicants, which will allow me to recall Proborak up here, which I assume the ultimate goal is to get up there.
I will adhere to the chain.
Yeah, this works. Okay, this is good. We might lose some stuff, but I think it was absolutely necessary that we grab those extra supplicants, without a doubt. We might lose one here, but that's okay. Yeah, so that gives us vision. It'd be nice if we stopped drawing extra units, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so let's be careful with how we use this recall. So we warp to the south of units. So let me blink, and then we're going to recall here. And then we can blink here. Resources, I like. I hate this, though, actually. I like it, but now I hate it. So let's put a pylon here, leave a small gap so that we can warp behind it, and then we need cannons. This is... There's got to be something to this that I'm missing. Or maybe not. Did I maybe miss an area that I could get to? I can't get through here. Or maybe I could, but I didn't really think through the best way to do it. I just need to do a cannon here, I think. And we'll just have to do 2 cannons, because they can attack while it's being built. I think what I can't see what's past here, but in theory what I would do is just blink. So we can recall here to end up on the other side. We can harvest... Oh, God. If we blink through all of this, just past the cannons... Well, we got to recall... What's my blink radius? The radius is pretty big. I can't see it now because it's not active. So we recall here, and then we blink... Past the cannons? Oh, God. Okay, well, I didn't know that would be there, so there was really no way that I could know that. I thought there'd be a safe area, and that would allow us to kill the cannons, but no. That is not the case. We got to figure out the right way to get through this little choke point. This is pretty tricky. I can't get other units up there either, right? Oh, I have to do this again. Okay, I need to quick save more often. I mean, I'm not against just killing this stuff. The other thing, too, is maybe we're supposed to be using Sacrifice Ore to just make a gauntlet run through it all. So again, let's quick save again. If I were to put a cannon here, it gets attacked by both. It's going to be able to do barely any damage. I'm going to burn through all my resources in order to do this. But again, maybe... My first initial thought is there's no way that that's what is the intended way to do it. But I don't know. I don't know. Okay, now it's one-on-one, which means only 2 more cannons required. And there's tons of resources here. So, maybe this is what we're supposed to do. I'll do what I gotta do. I'll do what I gotta do. I'll destroy this too, because I can't recall to anything that's through here. My supplicants, let's make sure we keep them relatively close. I think if we attack... No, that's not true. I remember, for some reason I vaguely remembered in Lost Probe 2 that he would automatically go and gather the minerals, but... Alright, very nice. We can kill this pylon here, so... Let's do it this way. That also gives us a pylon on this side to recall to. Let's put this here. Far enough away that it's not going to get hit by these cannons. Let's ensure that these will get powered down as well. Okay, good. We don't need to kill this. So let's quick save. This is going well, I think. Excuse me? Also, well, let's recall here. I was going to say, I want to make sure that I've got blink up. What I'd have to do is blink over here, but then I'm stuck. I can't blink past the stasis wards because there's no space to build anything to blow the recall on. I don't think. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Let's check up here first. Experimented purifiers. Okay, we're blocked in. Ah, you have entered the chamber where all my purifiers are held. I hate purifier colossi, they're the worst. I think I need to test one of them, actually. Okay, there's alarms everywhere, too, so let's be careful. I was gonna say, let's just start putting some cannons down in advance. And let's spread them out so that purifier colossi don't just ruin them. Oh, they're setting off the alarms. What a bunch of dickheads. They attack each other, though. Okay. Clever. So I have cannons here that I can get back to. So I have to figure out how to get out of here. Let's do this. I'm not really clear on how I get out of here. This guy blinked far away, so I gotta draw him out here. Is he stuck? No, okay, good. I was gonna say, instigators have multiple blink charges, so. These assholes are constantly they're causing the alarms to ring. Oh my god, stop, you motherfucker. Ah, stop it. It just has unlimited blinks. Ah! I don't have any tools to stop it from doing that as far as I can tell. It's gonna just keep sounding alarms. I don't have any supplicants to give me anything back either. This piece of trash. Alright, that's fine. Let's reload this. I'm going to build... I spread my cannons out in anticipation of the Purifier Colossi, but if it's just... it looks like... I think it's just an instigator that has unlimited blink charges, so when I attack it, it's going to blink away and trigger the alarms. So we want to cluster our cannons in the middle so that it's not blinking onto the alarms. I'm pretty certain that's what the idea is here. And when it blinks, it gets shields back as well. I'm trying to just exclusively hit it, but it's challenging to do. What's the play here? It's getting lower. This is good. Maybe I'm supposed to trigger the Cali to attack it. It's slowly working. I think this is key. Good. Okay, they killed it. I suppose they still need improvements. Nah, dog. It's your own security forces that killed it, man. You've got it under control. What I imagine is we had to do that in order to open up this hallway. Hello, sir? You gonna really tickle beam me to death? Alright, onwards. Stasis ward things. Let's just get some cannons set up on the alternate side. And quick save. And I'm going to build a cannon a bit further back because that's what I'm going to recall to. So we got to blink and then recall. Maybe not. Perhaps not. I just need to be just the slightest bit closer. Oh, this is so dangerous. Yes, perfect. Okay, good. Again, that might not have been the intended way to do this. That one's going to die no matter what, because it's behind the stasis wards. We can always support them with Proborac. Quick save here, because it looks like we can skirt this. Let's blink here. Alright, so let's think about this. So let's put a pylon here, so that if we recall to it, we're going to be right next to it. Now we can blink down here. I detect Colossus ahead of me. They seem to just attack specific areas while also having increased firepower. Such cowards who don't want to bring a real fight. I like how he calls everything cowards. I appreciate that. Very High Lord-esque. Oh, I see. So they're rotating which side they're attacking. First off, let's recall here. Oh, there are alarm tiles. Whoops. If there are enemies, it's possible that they're going to get killed having to walk through here. So, I think what we have to do here is we blink, we put a pylon. Oh, we can't fit a pylon. Alright. Clever. Colossi are invulnerable. I think I can blink by this one. But then, like, where do we recall to? I think what I have to do, let's trigger the alarm, because of course... Oh! Triggering the alarm causes them to switch. It doesn't summon in units. Alright, that's big. So that means we can blink here, and I can put a pylon here. There's just enough room to build it. And then we recall to it to reset our blink cooldown, which put us on the wrong side, unfortunately. Can I make it over here? No. If I trigger this, I think it's going to switch the side that this one is doing its thing. Let's see if we can just blink here instead. I thought that would I thought that was supposed to change the side that they're attacking. Let's do this. Okay. First off, this pylon only allows me to blink on top of the alarm. If I blink over... Yeah, okay. Expected. So we recall over here. That sets off that alarm. Let's set off this one. Which requires a recall. Okay, so we can blow the recall here. This is clever. This is very clever. Again, I could probably benefit from planning more with each of these sections. So if I blink, I can't quite blink past this one, so I have to do it like this. If I recall here, okay, if I blink here and then recall, stepping on this triggers this Colossi to attack right there. I see. Ah, shit. Okay. My fault. I wanted to see how close I could get. I think I have to just blink past it, period. Just understanding which alarm triggers which Colossi to turn which way is kind of the key right here. This might be incredibly simple, but again, I just haven't... Okay, well, that's instant loss. To trigger the Colossi to turn which way. And once you kind of have it down, I don't think it's really that crazy hard. Okay, so we want to blink here. And then we need a pylon here in order to use recall. The only thing, I think I said this even with the original Lost Probe, there's a very small chance the player's going to use all of their resources. The player's going to end up using all of their resources, and the result will end up being that they get to a point here where they need a pylon in order to proceed, and then they can't because they can't afford it. I think that would be very a very atypical experience. See, here we go again. I have to get down here, so I think what we do is we trigger this Colossi to change. I need to use recall, though. So we recall here. Can I get there? No. Okay, so I think we have to put a pylon there. That's the first step. There's no way to get through this section without having a pylon here to be able to recall to. The issue I'm having is that there's no room, so it's defaulting to putting me on the left. Because what I need to do is to be able to sit here and blink down to this area and get a pylon there. But now there's no way for me to get through. What I have to do, I think, now that this Colossi is attacking the top, is to recall to this pylon. Blink here. Let's get a pylon set up here. Then we trigger this Colossi. Then we recall up here. No, that won't work. Can I make it across the gap here? This is what I was trying last time. I think I can make it straight across there. But now I need a recall. If I put this here, I think that's just going to keep that Colossi attacking the top. That is not... See, that's not where I would have expected him to end up. Because the other one, it might be... I think based on where the open spot is, like to provide the extra buildable area, is the side that you're going to end up warping to. So we do this. Damn it. You know what? Here, I'll spare you. Okay, so loading a quick save. These guys are no longer revealed, but that's fine. I can see which way they're attacking right now. So if I were to recall to this one, it puts me on the right, which is odd. Or no, if I recall to this one, it puts me on the left. If I recall to this one, it puts me on the right. That's what I'm not sure. I think I understand. It's kind of prioritizing the top tile of the pylon. So because the top tile of the pylon of this one is blocked, it's going to put me on the left because north and south are also blocked. The top tile of this one is open, so it puts me on the right. Which means I need to change the direction here. We can blink. Where can I blink to? I don't actually want to blink right now. Let's just burn the blink, and then we recall here, which now allows me to blink. No. I think I want to blink down here, where I am safe. Hold position. If I move here, it's going to trigger this one to attack right on top of me, but there's nowhere to recall to. What if I just maybe make a run for it? I mean, I doubt that would work, right? So, it worked. So I can blink over here now. Setting this up means if I warp to it, I'm going to end up on the left, which is fine because that's just reset. This one's already attacking in that specific direction. If I blink here, in theory, this alarm will trigger this one to change which way it's looking, which means I can go here. Oh, okay. So this alarm still is only for this one right here. Let's just run by it. Again, it's based on where the little circles are on the ground. So if we put this here... Ooh, that's so close. Warping to this, it'll warp me to the right, which makes sense, because the top tile is open. And then, let's just get me out of here. Alright, good. Let me get rid of these pesky cowards. They cannot hide anymore. That's a really clever puzzle. I like that. This gate is closed, and I detect several more gates behind this one. I need to find a power source to these. We haven't even found the Dark Shrine yet. Oh, God. I think the idea here is drawing the Archons to us. Alternatively, we just blink by them, but I can't see past them. Let's just quick save and dive bomb it and see what's there. If I just hit that, I need to be able to blink by them and immediately recall out. So that all we need to do is have blink blink off cooldown, and this should work. So let's recall here. Gotta... Okay, no. There are supplicants up there. So, is there an opening to the left? I maybe just blinked the wrong direction. We need to get those supplicants so that we can just survive the blast. I mean, I think min-maxing and killing these Archons with cannons would take really long. There's got to be a better way to do this. Okay, quick save. What if we could draw the Archons into the Colossi fire, you know? So we blink and then... Man, you die so fast. I was going to say, once you get vision of those... of those things, then you can just blink. You can recall to them. Getting a little vision also, as long as we can see them, then we can recall to them from the other, or we can blink to them or recall to them from the other side of the wall, around where those cannons were. Well, if we just draw 1 or 2 at a time, this might just be how we have to do it. Not super thrilling, but this might just be how we got to do it. Again, we just draw 1 or 2 at a time. There we go. Interesting that only 1 comes at a time. There's 2. That's fine. As long as enough of them are dead, again, that I can make a run for the supplicants, we'll be fine. I guess there weren't really that many. At the end of the day, there aren't so many that it's, like, impossible to kill these with cannons. I figured they would all come at once, but even if they did, they'd get stuck in the hall, so... Right. 5 left. I don't have to kill all of them either. Again, we should be able to handle this once the supplicants get brought in. I mean, you got a huge dump of minerals in the previous section as well, so that that allows you to ensure that you would have enough to build cannons, I think, at this point. I'm shocked that only 1 is getting drawn in at once. I'll take it. I won't complain about that. One thing I'm starting to think about now that I'm becoming more conscious of is time. I don't know how long I've spent on this because I've cut it into multiple pieces, so I can't see the timer of like how long I've actually been spending on this one map. Because again, I'm trying to stick to like the typical 60 to 70 minutes. I don't think it's been that long, but I honestly don't know. I think there's 1 left. Oh no, we got them all. Okay, great. And a bunch of supplicants. We've discovered the Dark Shrine ahead of us. I'm amazed you're useful for once. I need to get these solar reactors destroyed in order to open the gates. The solar reactors cannot be destroyed by direct attacks. However, if you charge their solar energy into the solar cannon, you can cause it to target the solar reactors in order to destroy them. In order to charge solar energy, a set amount of probes need to charge the solar reactors at the same time. Beacons will appear next to active solar reactors. Alright. There's a control panel here. I seem to be able to connect myself to it, and this panel can control the probes here. Mirror movement probes. The 3 experimental purifier probes can be controlled with the control panel. However, the only way you can order them is by issuing orders yourself. You can connect yourself to any of the 3 probes. When connected to a probe, they will mirror your orders. They will mirror the position of yours vertically, inversely mirror to the position of your orders horizontally. For example, if the high load is connected to one of the probes and then moves to the top right corner of the room, the connected probe will move to the top left. Okay. Cannot issue multiple orders in a queue, but instead only does the last issued order. If you disconnect with a probe, they will stop. The 3 experimental probes are all unique and different as well. Deals very low damage to all units except massive units. Its photon cannons deal double damage. That's 304 cannons and massive units. Deals high damage to structures and has increased weapon range. It counts as massive and has increased health and shields. Its photon cannons attack faster. They also deal reduced damage to units but increased damage to structures. Probe 297 cannot attack. However, its photon cannons have thrice the amount of health and shields. Okay. I feel like I should probably just get into this. So, we need to get these onto each individual beacon. So 304. No, don't attack him. So if we go here, it goes there. If I build cannons, for example, will he build cannons? Yes. And his do double damage. But they're hostile. I see. I see. Okay. Let's bring you over to this one next. How dare you attack my... No. No, we want this one now. Oh, God, what have I done? I think I just gotta, like, make a run for it, you know? I'd like to remove control, please. Releasing direct control, please. What is happening? Okay, let's come up here. So it doesn't really matter if they kill each other. I really got to think about this one. So we have to get all three into respective places. Without dying ourselves, by the way. That's kind of its own challenge. Right, so there. And then 297. Okay, good. And then 304 over here. How do I get this, though? Because I can't release control. Is that correct? Also, I can't blink or recall. I thought about maybe using that somehow. So, there's only one left, as far as I can tell. Oh, no, there's several. So these two are already good to go. The problem is, if I come here, there's automatically going to be one that's on this beacon, right? So... and if I switch control to either of these, they'll leave the beacons. So, I gotta think about this a little bit. Pylons can't control them, I assume. It's worth a shot. Let's quick save. Pylons can't control these, I can only imagine. No. So I have to end by moving... I think I have to be on one of these. I think I have to definitely be on one of these. So, hang on. Let me reload just so that this pylon isn't in our way. I don't understand the whole point of the probes having an attack. I don't understand that. I don't understand the point. But, like, the puzzle is interesting enough, but it's possible that it'll change... like, there'll be units that spawn, because there's obviously teleporters there. So... releasing direct control. I'm going to move here. Yes, okay. Yeah, I don't know why this took me so long to figure out. It's just that easy. Now we swap. And then we're hitting all four. Alright. And now we've got... again, I think we're going to have to be one of the ones in the bottom. That's just the way it goes. So we're going to change this one. So you're here. As long as we keep moving, they won't attack each other, I don't think. I think it's about pre-planning so that once they're on the beacons, they're not attacking you constantly. Okay, there's another one down. Please stop. Stop attacking each other. I demand it. Okay, and then probe 683. As long as we move him. This one's different. Because I don't know how to get... none of them line up horizontally. So it's unclear to me how I can trigger two at once with me and another probe that are mirroring each other. Unless I can force one onto a beacon by having it attack. Because one of them has no attack, and that's possibly a part of it, is by getting attacked, it forces it to move onto one of the beacons. Like here and here, maybe? Or here and here is closer. Okay. So I can't release control of any of these without causing... Again, like if I force this one to attack, that one doesn't move, but this one should. No. And then yeah, so they don't continue the moving once you release control. So they have to be on the beacon when you release it. I'm a little stumped on this one, boys. 1, 2... Yeah, they don't line up horizontally, like I mentioned, so there's really no way to force them. Oh, Yeah, no, I don't think there's a way to force them. I think we have to utilize the travel distance in some way to force them to stop moving on their way to, like, if we're here, if we have one lined up in this area, as it moves, we release control, and it'll sit on the last beacon. So I think that's what we've got to do. So first of all, this motherfucker's really annoying me. Okay, so that's 297. Where's the last one? This is 304, so 304, we're going to put you down here. And then the last one is 683. So what I'm going to... If I do it like, say, for example, like this, we need 683 in a position such that it will move over there, and it will basically arrive on that beacon as soon as we get there. As soon as we get to this one, for example. So we need it to kind of like walk over the other beacon. Okay. My brain is melting. So us moving here is going to cause this one. He won't make it over to this one, for example. But if we go like... I feel like my brain is melting. I have to think about this one a little bit, and I'll come back. Okay. I've sort of racked my brain on this. I think the idea... And I did use the hint. If you use the attack ability, both probes will move towards the target, but stop in case there's anything to attack before proceeding. I think the idea is we want to get this thing onto the beacon, and as it's on it, use the attack command so that it'll stop moving as we move to our beacon. So, for example, I'm going to put a pylon here. And I've arranged my probe so that probe 304, the one who does very little damage except versus massive, is the one that's doing this, so it doesn't kill the pylon very fast. So we put this here. I move on this beacon, and then I auto-attack. I should kill the pylon faster than it can kill its pylon, making sure that then all 4 beacons will be placed. Please. Please. Okay, it worked. It did get it, right? Okay. Now, I think we've got to do basically the same thing. I think it's basically the same thing. So we come here. What I can do is also utilize the other probe's attack to kill the pylons. Like this, right? Then we auto-attack. No. Okay. Now auto. Now, see, we're gonna end up attacking. Okay, so that bottom right one is a real fucking asshole. So this is what it's all about in terms of figuring out, like, which probe is in which location, because that will determine, again, like, which one can kill pylons faster than others. Because whichever one we're having delay needs to do the lowest attack damage. Let me get back to where I was. So I think I really just want to do the same thing here. I want to put a pylon here-ish. And then I want to put him on the beacon. And then we're going to auto-attack. We'll be able to kill it faster. This is the low damage one. So that's why I'm using it in this way. This one has no attack, and this one is probably the strongest versus structure, so that's the one we're trying to keep away from other stuff. Ugh, why did I even create this probe? Guards, destroy it. Okay, quick save, because now I've got to figure out how to kill stuff. If I try to overload the solar reactors, I could maybe get the laser cannon to fire at Anacreon's guards and then force the solar reactors to destroy themselves. The 4 remaining solar reactors have to be overloaded in order to destroy themselves. Have a probe on all 3 beacons to start the overload process. Anacreon will shortly warp in a constant flow of zealots and photon cannons. Use the 45 seconds you have before the guards arrive to build up some defenses. The laser cannon will automatically fire at enemy forces. However, this will delay the overload. So, our probe buddies will also be building cannons, though. Deals low damage. Photon cannons deal double damage. Photon cannons attack faster. Photon cannons have thrice the amount of health and shields. So I think we want 297 to be building the cannons. I just saved, so I can do this a couple times. This is kind of one of those I have to do some trial and error. So let's get 29, what's his name, up here to build cannons on opposite sides here. There's the cannons. Okay, good. The thing that might work in my favor is that I have plenty of money. Yeah, that was bound to happen, unfortunately. So there's one. That's 304. So 304 head over to the other side. Oh, that makes sense. They'll kill each other as well. So we want to get the probes in position first, I think. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Okay, so number 1. Number 2. Don't attack me. Number 3. That's 304. Okay. So I'll change to 304. It's charging. You're going to build again on the opposite side. Stop attacking me. What are you doing? I hate this one, by the way. I genuinely hate him. Genuinely hate. Alright, these I think are far enough away. No, they're not. I need to put 683 in the bottom, because he's a fucking asshole. I hate him so much. He's got a really long attack range. And we want the one that can't attack, I think, closer to the top. And then we build cannons along the side so that they're not attacking each other. Alright, so which one is... 683 is the asshole. So you stay exactly where you are. 297... we want you here. 304, we want you on the opposite side. This is proper. This is 297. Good. Okay. So it'll start charging now. But we're going to start building those defenses. Again, kind of far away. This should be far enough away. What I don't know is if my buddy's cannons will also attack or not. Alright, hopefully that's out of range. It is. Good. Okay, so now let's sit and see if this works. This also will attack enemies, but we don't want it to necessarily. Again, what I don't know is if this will work. Having this guy up there could also work. Again, will these also attack the enemies? We're going to find out. Yes, they do. Okay. All right. So as long as we take a break and rebuild the cannons, we should be good. Photon cannons warping in. Well, We might need to have taken time to build cannons so that they can defend themselves as well. The problem is I might not have enough money to do it. I think it's pinging me where the photon cannons are. This guy, though, can defend himself. So I think he's fine. My issue is 304. So you need to arrange these probes in the right places so that if they get forced into attacking each other, they'll be relatively safe. Just hold position. If this guy can kill the cannons, and I'm confident he can because he does 36 versus structure, then I'm pretty sure the probes should be relatively safe. So let's try this. And this also helps. I suspect that this thing probably didn't originally attack buildings, and Alarak added it to attack buildings to make this section mildly more forgiving. I don't know for sure. Again, we're hitting a pretty rough period in terms of time. I think I spent too long at the beginning trying to get through that section with the big alarms with the upraised little corners. I don't think I needed to do that, but it's okay. I think we're good. Killing the zealots is harder than killing the photon cannons, I think, so. With this round of cannons getting warped in, we should be fine. Unless this has health and can get killed. Yeah, only 3? That's fine. Yeah, look at this little asshole go. I hate you, 683. You're the worst. Okay, that should do it. 7, 8, 9. Boom. Solar reactor's overloading in 3, 2, 1. The gate should be open now. I should go back. Okay. That absolutely broke my brain, but it was, I think, really well done. It was certainly confusing, but I thought it was good. I thought that was great. Was I supposed to bring these guys in with me? I don't know. Is it even possible to get these guys out? Oh, no, we're just going to leave through this gate now. So let's quick save. Minerals, good. No, 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 no! Hidden, sneaky.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field
I'm really sorry, supplicants, but I may need to sacrifice you here. One by one.
This will have meaning. Oblivion beckons.
I'm not happy about this, but you live to serve, so you gotta do what you gotta do, dog. Nice, that triggered... No, that didn't trigger. I thought that triggered multiple.
Obedience. My fate is
Alright, couldn't quite get through that side.
servant of slaves.
Well, didn't want to do that, but...
To the chain. I live to serve.
Is there any way to trigger more than one at once, I wonder?
Obedience. Loyalty unto death.
Alright.
Oblivion.
How far is this gonna go? I wonder if maybe I could blink past it now.
Victory through death.
Get out of my way, please. Okay, we're good here. Let's get the supplicants up there.
I live.
Onwards. Used a lot of supplicants there. Maybe didn't have to use all of those, but I did. All right, we have more dragoons, and they're stuck behind resources. We might be able to outrange them. They have a range of 6. Our cannons have 7. So if we can just barely start hitting these, like this. Maybe not. That's fine. Let's just go for it. There's a bunch of resources here that we can get to. That's not gonna work. Alright, so of course I think maybe we just get in there with the supplicants and do the damage too. These tiny little corridors with like having to cram cannons in here I think is the less interesting part of this, without a doubt. Well, this is less engaging. There we go. Now our cannons are kind of in position to do some damage. There we go. I think, yeah, we use the supplicants as meat shields as they should be. I've just been hesitant to use them too frequently because I need them to warp to sometimes, and also if I need HP. There we go. Let's gather up the minerals. Because, yeah, once the cannons are down, then you can just very quickly kill stuff. It's just if the cannons are getting attacked while they're warping in, you're going to get totally screwed. Over here, buddy. I think my favorite thing so far is figuring out how to use the blink recall correctly. That's been pretty neat. Alright, lots of dragoons. Again, let's just draw them back into the cannons. Didn't mean to do that. They don't do much damage to supplicants. This is not really something I took into consideration early enough. There we go. That that 3 probe puzzle, though, man, that was wacky. Okay, oh my god, we found it. Oh, thank God. I'm just going to cut this out because it's going to take like a full minute. All right, with the Dark Shrine gone, I think I just want to recall back here, all the way back here. And then we've got these supplicants, which we can bring with us. And now I start building cannons to see the Avengers, and once they're dead, they can't come back. Oh my god, there are so many of them. So I guess we just want to lure these up into the cannons, right? This is just kind of silly, the amount. So yes, come to me. This is gonna take some patience, I think, to kill all of these, but you guys can just stay here. I can also build on, well, yeah, I can build up there too. I can also build on the low ground if I want. It should be faster and easier, I think, just to lure them up into the cannons. They don't have much HP, so they die relatively quick. They do a lot of damage though, so we want to lure these, you know, individually one at a time. Let's blink here. I can fit 1 cannon there. I guess that's good enough. I don't need to worry about all these. I just need to clear the pathway. So if we see any, then just blink away, lure them in, and we're good to go. As far as I can tell, the only path that we need to take is, again, to the south. All right, very nice. Yes, come to me. There's more. It's a large group. I could build more cannons there. I maybe should save my resources, though. I don't know. We're going to lose supplicants. I wish I could kind of trigger the soul absorption. That would be nice. There's more? How many are there? It's all right. I think I do have to build some cannons in the middle here. Let's go right here. The issue is, like, the corridors are very, very tiny, so it's kind of hard to squeeze through and build stuff. Yes, please, destroy stuff. That's fine. That's good. Okay, there we go. Got to use that blink recall. I think, again, it's designed in this way to force you to use movement to your advantage to be able to get away from the Avengers, etc., etc. I think because the east is blocked, I go north, which is working out just right. More, of course. This might be the last one. All right. Let's destroy this one so that we can get through. And with the supplicants near us, we can start feeling a little safer. Quick save. Where are we going now? Nice. Okay, more. Hello, my friends. Anacreon will die this day. All right, even more? We are the last of our kin on this ship. This is it. Wow, we got a lot of you. Don't worry. You better be worthy enough, then. So, you found me. Ah, there was something to the left, unfortunately. This is the end of more than one thing. My ship, and you. Anacreon abilities. Anacreon will use various abilities against you. Each ability has a specific target preference. Deals 80 damage to each target. Anacreon will target any supplicants alive before the High Lord. Cool. As a slow-moving projectile, will taunt you in yellow text when using it. Just moving won't dodge it. However, instant movement such as teleportation. Cool. All right. Instantly destroys the target structure. Psystorm, avoid it. Psyorb, avoid it. Okay. Pylons. So you're supposed to be the High Lord. Whoops, I see. Whoa! Warpads may be of use to easier kill Anacreon. Well, I need to be able to get to him. Oh god, where am I? You better have your supplicants nearby, because this will hurt. Well, we just blink, right? There are 3 shrines in the area that are filled with energy. I wonder what they are for. Is it not obvious? They're not attackable. We gotta get these resources.
Mineral field depleted.
Can I just... Yeah, I can use the mini-map to warp back to my supplicants. How do I get up to him?
Eternal.
Oh dear. Okay, this is gonna be a real doozy. I can already tell. There's another statue thing. Oh, he's moving out. Okay, he's doing stuff. Maybe he's gonna have to move to these to heal at some point, so let's just set up a few cannons around them. Hey, he's definitely doing something with the cannons. Or something with the energy things. Yeah, we want him targeting the supplicants first. He warped around. I think the key here is, yeah, find any resources in this general area and set up cannons. This is a legit boss fight, which is different than what we saw in Lost Probe 1. Where, like, there was a boss. God damn it. I don't want to warp. Like, there was a boss, but it was just, you know, set up cannons in a circle, etc., etc. No, didn't want to do that. Okay, let's go and get these resources after we kill these guys. Oh, maybe something came out from the teleporters. I don't know. Do probes like plasma? Let's see. That means warp. I'm trying to target this. There we go. Now I want to go to the upper right. Get those resources. Die, probe. Ow. This is all I want. Okay, let's quick save. We're going to warp back down here. And here he is, so let's get in. Oh, no, that's just a Dragoon. So I think he moves to the... I don't know where he moves, honestly. I wish you had to right-click those in order to trigger them. That would be nicer, because the alarms all around the room make it extremely challenging to avoid because you're warping through stuff when I don't want to be warping through stuff, because it just increases the chance that I'm going to end up triggering an alarm. Supplicants can't trigger the alarm, though. Ah! Supplicants can't trigger the alarm, though, so keep in mind. Also figuring out which... I don't know if he's healing. He's getting energy back, because he uses spells, he runs out of energy. I get it. Uses spells, runs out of energy. Has to recharge. Then he moves, like an asshole. So I'm just trying to chase him through the teleporters. it's very hard to orient myself, I think, as I'm doing this. I'm going to build extra cannons. So we can probably keep him dry of energy so that he can't actually cast anything, which means he can't instant kill cannons. I think that's what we're trying to do here. Nice. Okay, we got resources here. There's probably some more on the other side too. So I'm pretty sure at this point there's simply nothing we can nothing we can do. As long as we still have supplicants, we're okay. The ship is mine, be gone, intruder. I'm not really avoiding those plasma shots, and I'm going to really regret that, I think. I'm going to warp up here and set up more cannons. No, don't! Alright. He hasn't really come up to the upper left at all to recharge. I feel like we haven't really made much progress. If we just layer this in cannons, he's going to die eventually. Though I don't think that's meant to be the way you're supposed to do this. Okay, follow him. I set up cannons up here for a reason. He's getting his energy back. He's destroying the cannons around. Yep, okay. I think I've got the strategy down. It's just, honestly, the teleporters are more confusing than anything else. The teleporters might be a bit superfluous. I'm going to go... Oh, perfect. I was going to say, I'm going to come down here. Because we know that there are resources in between these areas. As I mentioned at the beginning, it's kind of a thing where, like, once you understand it, I don't want to... Like, master is a strong term. To say that I've mastered this, no. But... Like, once you understand it and you can sort like semi-master it and understand what's happening, it's just so much more interesting. Psystorm doesn't actually... Oh, come on. That was close. Alright, I've got supplicants. This is fine. Half of them are walking through. I'm gonna auto-attack and bring them all down here. Wherever they are. Blink. And you know what? Let's burn the recall cooldown so that we can use Blink properly. We're just waiting for this guy to leave his pedestal. See if he'll taunt us again. Might as well spend this money. There was a little side area that I missed. I assume it was just more resources. But we came into this with a good amount of resources, so I think we're okay. Let's get another pylon just in case. All right, he's going up top. He's warping around. You can see his HP is just getting burned. I'd like to get up there. And what I need, I think, is just more... Well. Arg, my shields are depleted. I'm going to leave you here with another one of my experiments. Okay, great. I am awakened once more. Just when you thought it was over. Just kidding. He was off the map, but he's dead. Ha ha! Okay, so that was a glitch. This Tempest seems to prioritize structures. Either way, I shall give it a quick death. Well, with everyone dead on this ship. I now claim this ship to belong to the Tal'Darim. Base is under attack. So, I'm sorry, Alarak. That was that was unintentional, but you got to move him further up. Otherwise, he can be killed. It would not have been possible without some amazing people. And testing multiple times for Dude Key for helping with a few editor things, Masked Imposter for testing and making a video of it, Severin for creating this awesome image, Striker 60 for testing, Bumnell Peng for testing, Maca Sandwich for testing, Cheek Cheek for testing, Jayborino for hosting Maporino 2019. Deltron Live for hosting Maporino 2019. These are nice credits. Again, I'm so sorry for the Tempest overlay. I like that. Some of those puzzles were cool. I think the 3 probes, again, sort of broke my brain only because, like, it started out as movement. That was great. And that as soon as it started implementing having to use their attacks, that was cool. And that was, like, once I figured it out, I was like, okay, got it. Had to use the hint. But then the last one, where enemies were getting warped in and you had to have the right probes in the right places so that they could attack the right stuff, that was confusing. Like, more so than understanding a puzzle. But in any case, we did it. This was a longer map, so I don't want to take too long here at the end. I think my thoughts throughout it kind of spoke for themselves. The Colossi puzzle was cool. The 3 probes puzzle was challenging, but ultimately I think worked out. I think maybe that one was a little bit of a stretch, but all the other individual puzzles were really, really neat. Some of the areas where you had to, like, lay cannons down in tiny little corridors, I could probably do without those, but I understand it's sort of having some sort of combat in between the individual puzzle sections. The instigator who could blink endlessly. A lot of it is just realizing what the heck's happening, and once you understand it, it's really neat. And the boss battle was fun, again, once I understood and wasn't just mindlessly running through teleporters and losing focus and where I was. Once I kind of had that more under control, it was cool too. And I like how you didn't explain what those power sources did. It was very intuitive, and you didn't have to outright say it. It was as simple as, hey, these things are doing something. Ping. And the player intuits, like, well, I should probably try to destroy those. And then you realize, okay, I can't destroy those, but I'm building cannons around them because I thought I could. And then from there, you have cannons ready when he moves out to recharge his energy, which is what they actually were for. Apologies again for the Tempest thing. It's your fault, though, Alarak. It's not mine. I'm just apologizing because I wish that it didn't inadvertently happen. But at least we found, a bug that we can help you fix. But this was cool. I think I like this better than the original Lost Probe. On my Discord earlier, Alarak said, I don't think this is as good as the first Lost Probe. I think this is great. The puzzles were definitely... I think the puzzles were more clever, for sure. And I really like the first one, so that says a lot for this one here. I think the Colossi puzzle might have been my favorite, because it was one of those where I was looking at it and I just had no flippin' idea what the heck was happening, but learning the alarm systems, realizing that they were connected to the Colossi in the first place, and then figuring out which ones worked with which Colossi, then realizing the Colossi attacks were centered around the circles, and figuring out how to manipulate them all like that. I think that was probably my favorite. And then understanding how the warping would work based on the angle of the free space to build the pylon, and which side of the pylon you would end up on. It had a lot of aha moments, and once it all came together, you got through the section. I think that was probably my favorite crafted puzzle for sure that we saw here. All right, thanks so much for watching. Leave your thoughts below. Download link will be in the description. You could try this yourself. It's pretty neat. Let me know what it's like to kill that Tempest. All right, see you later. Bye now.